Good morning from the Santa Cruz Monterey KOA. We are in a back-in site. Our site type said that it backs up to the nature preserve. So we're on like the outer loop, I would call it. We're site like 43, I think. We'll find out when we walk over there. So the pad is gravel. You do have a cement pad for your picnic table. And there's your fire pit. That's the nature preserve back there. There is a yellow jacket nest in the ground right there. I don't see anything flying out of it right now, but it was discovered when a football went down into the gully and the boys went to retrieve it and someone stepped on it. So we had 3 people get stung multiple times. And these are full hookups. This is our friend's site. I'm not just walking on some stranger's site. Okay, we are site 43 and our friends are site 44. So technically I'm on their site right now. So there's 44, same site type as ours. But nice sites for KOA, you have enough room. We just got in yesterday, so we haven't really explored too much. The camp store is super nice. Everything you could want in there, including Marianne's ice cream. If you're familiar with the Santa Cruz Capitola area, you know that Marianne's ice cream is amazing. The fun train runs for an hour every day, and it looks like it picks up right there. And that's all for now. And just across from the fun train pickup, you have a playground. So even though we're on like the outer loop, we're not far from the kid stuff. And that's my husband returning with breakfast burritos. So I'm gonna go check those out. The pool is right there, over that way. That's your store. I think he's staying there. Yeah. These sites all back up to the playground area here. Did you want to drive down and see John and Sally's side or no?
Right. To the right?
Is that a real road? I think that's how you go to their site, if it's a real road. Do we? Yeah. We might. I don't think we know where we're going for dinner yet. Oh, there's the bounce pillow. shack is back there. This site next to us is one of the paw pen sites with a little dog run for your puppy. So this is where your trailer would go. Long driveway. And then there's your table and chairs. You've got a barbecue here. Another chair over there. There's your hookups. And you got a nice little area for your dog. So we woke up to a text message that the water was shut off because they're trying to isolate a leak. And we looked in front of our site, and yeah, I'd say there was a leak. Our friends just told me that they were up earlier, and she said this looked a little bit more like a river flowing. So I think the guys all the way down there in the yellow is where they're fixing it. One thing I will say about this campground is that they're very good about sending out text messages to all the campers. We get a text message each day telling us about the activities. We get a text message at night reminding us of quiet hours. And someone's dog was on the loose yesterday, and everybody got a text message about that too. So good text communication, but no water for a little while. Little cabins. More of our site type that back up to the nature preserve. They're hit and miss. Some have shade, some don't. Some have a little more privacy than others, some don't. Busy campground. Very full this weekend. This is a Saturday night. I'd say the busiest sites are going to be the ones that back up to the playground or right next to one of the walkways to like the sand shack or to the playground. You'd get a lot of traffic on those sites. So these little cabins have a fire pit and a picnic table, and there's a swing on their patio as well. And you've got a little barbecue too. So I was walking around this morning, and one of the lovely workers on golf carts just pulled up to me and asked if I wanted to try one of their malasadas they are selling this morning. So now my walk includes not only coffee, but this lovely little beauty. So the playground is right behind me. There is another bathroom up there. And this is the loop on the other side of the playground. So the sites on that side have a pretty view behind them. They're like up higher and they look down. And the sites on that side back up to the playground. And I am walking over towards the sand shack. So the sand shack is this way. Yesterday, so when we book KOAs, I always kind of ask myself, are my kids too old for KOAs? I have a 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. My 18-year-old just likes places with swimming pools and spas, so I knew she would like it here. And we were traveling with my 14-year-old's friend, so I knew he'd have someone to play with no matter what. But even he said last night, he was like, "Mom, can we come back here?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. You know, what did you like about it?" And basically what he said was that he liked that there were so many kids to play with, you know, that preteen, early teenager age. I know he spent a lot of time at the basketball hoop, and I think he said they were playing horse. But yeah, so if you don't have little kids, I wouldn't worry about it. I think your kids are still gonna have a great time here. And if you do have little kids, they're gonna be entertained the entire time if you want them to be. So there's cornhole, a little bocce ball, and there's your jump pad, and the jump pillow, and all your chairs up here. We didn't do this, I wanted to. This is their on-demand tie-dye station. Pretty cool. I love tie-dye. And there is your joggy bath area. It's right by the dog run right there. And lots of places to sit out here. Very peaceful back here. And these tables were all nice and shaded yesterday afternoon. And there's the tree you can climb at certain hours. Got a little ping pong table. So yeah, tons of stuff to do here. Picked up some malasadas at the Sand Shack. They have plain, they have cream filled, and I think these are the raspberry. And raspberry filled. Here's the campground map for the Santa Cruz Monterey KOA. You can see all the different site types up on top of the legend. We had a back-in 30-amp full hookup patio, and it says nature because we back up to the nature preserve. So we were site 43. We had friends on 44 and 41. We didn't have little kids with us, so we really didn't need to be backed up to the playground or the bouncy pillow. But if you have little kids with you, I'd say that's a great place to be. And there you go, lots of site types to choose from. Lots of cabins. The pool and the hot tub is kind of closer to where you check in at. And the store. And then the road would be out that way. So these are all showers. There's a ton of them. And they continue down that wall too. And then the women's restroom is in there, and I want to say there were 4 stalls. No hook on the back of the door, just your 2 hooks just before the shower. Basically everything you could want here. Marianne's ice cream. If you've never had it before, it is always fabulous. This is a vacant site across from us, so I'll walk through here really quick. This is one of their pull-through sites, it looks like. Looks like you have a barbecue, a little patio table, a bench with a light, a really nice fire pit in this little brick patio area. And this one is site 230. Manresa State Beach on Saturday, about 11 o'clock. There was still lots of parking. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk on a Friday morning.